What if I told you the largest earthwork structure in human history wasn't built in Egypt, or Rome, or China? 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China, built with over 150 million hours of human labor, an ancient megacity with streetlights, fractal mathematics, and zero crime. That put medieval Europe to shame. And yet, in 1897, an empire burned it to the ground and tried to erase it from the history books. This is the forgotten story of the Walls of Benin. Welcome to Moonlight Tale of Africa, where we dig beneath the surface of history to tell the epic stories the world forgot. Today, we enter the lost megacity of West Africa. To understand the Walls of Benin, forget everything you think you know about ancient architecture. Starting around the 8th century, the Edo people of modern-day Nigeria began building a defensive network unlike anything the world had ever seen. They didn't just build one wall around a castle, they built a massive network of over 500 interconnected boundaries, ramparts, and deep moats. When combined, these walls stretched for over 116,000 kilometers. That's over 10,000 miles. According to the Guinness Book of Records, this was the largest earthwork project ever carried out prior to the mechanical age. It took an estimated 150 million hours of physical labor to move the earth, more than all the pyramids of Giza combined, and the design was mind-blowing. Mathematicians today point out that the city was planned using fractal geometry, repeating mathematical patterns arranged in perfect symmetry centuries before Western scientists even named the concept. So, what was life like inside this giant fortress? When Portuguese traders first arrived in the 15th century, they were completely stunned. A Dutch explorer named Lourenço Pinto wrote back to Europe saying, "The city appears very great. The streets are long and straight. The houses are built in good order, clean, and beautifully decorated." While European cities like London were plagued by mud, cholera, and dark alleys, Benin City was illuminated at night by large palm oil lamps mounted on high poles throughout the streets. The city was divided into distinct districts for artisans, weavers, woodcarvers, and the world-famous brass casters, whose artwork rivaled the finest sculptures of Renaissance Italy. For nearly 1,000 years, this kingdom stood as a beacon of African wealth, power, and organization. So, where did it all go? By the late 19th century, the British Empire set its sights on West Africa's lucrative rubber and palm oil trade. The Oba, the King of Benin, refused to sign unequal trade agreements that favored British monopolies. In 1897, under the pretext of a punitive expedition, the British military launched a full-scale invasion. Despite fierce resistance behind the ancient walls, the British forces brought modern artillery and Maxim machine guns. They breached the complex, looted over 3,000 priceless artifacts, known today as the Benin Bronzes, and set the Golden City on fire. The walls were pulled down, overgrown by the rainforest, and intentionally left out of Western history books. Today, only remnants of the Great Walls survive beneath the modern roads of Nigeria. But brick by brick, historical truth is rising again. The story of Benin proves that Africa's history isn't a story of lack. It is a story of incredible genius, architecture, and power. If you learned something new today, hit that like button, leave a comment with the next history topic you want us to cover, and subscribe to Moonlight Tale of Africa to make sure these stories are never forgotten. Until next time, keep chasing the light.